Welcome to my channel and my very first YouTube video. How strange is that? Because for the past, I don't even know how long, family and friends were saying, you should be on YouTube. And here I am. I've realized that I talk a lot, even though I'm very shy and an introvert. But anything that I'm passionate about, I will definitely talk hours on. So before we get into the topic of the video, I'm going to introduce myself. So my name is Erica Carrera. I've been a licensed esthetician for the past 6 years. I have the business Skin by EC, which is my aesthetics page. And I'm also a coach for female entrepreneurs and solo estheticians, where I help them go from being burnt out to living a fulfilling, successful life. But I made Mindfully Erica because I realized that I can't niche down. I have been talking about skincare for the past 6 years, and it made me feel like I was in this box. So I branched away to make my personal brand, Mindfully Erica, where I can talk about leveling up, personal development, beauty, mindset, anything that comes to mind, because like I said, I could not stay in the box of just talking about a specific thing. And yeah, that's why I made Mindfully Erica, where I can show my perspectives and all of that. So let's get into the topic. Okay, so how and why did I become a solo esthetician? So in 2018, I was working at a dentist job and I was a receptionist. And there was a specific day that completely changed my life, because I remember sitting in the car crying my eyes out because I hated the routine of waking up early, driving an hour to my job, getting there at 7:30 in the morning and leaving at 5 p.m. and doing it all over again 5 days a week. I could not do that. I am someone that likes to run on their own schedule. I don't like to listen to someone, tell me what to do when it comes to work. And yeah, I just couldn't do it anymore. And before we get into the car moment, a few months before that, my mom was telling me about this beauty school, because I was telling her that I didn't want to pursue what I was going to college for anymore, which I wanted to be an FBI agent. I wanted to be in criminology, and I just kind of lost that spark for it. So I was telling her, like, maybe I could be a makeup artist because I love doing makeup. And she searched and she found Boca Beauty Academy, which is located in South Florida, and we went to go look at it. And they were telling me how that you don't need a license for makeup, you can just be an esthetician. And I was looking at it and it says paramedical esthetician, which is a skincare specialist and a laser hair removal specialist slash electrologist, which I went for. But I was in college and I had a few more months until I graduated, so I decided to hold off on it until I did. So fast forward into the moment I was in the car crying my eyes out. I was crying my eyes out because, of course, what I told you, I was crying because of the daily routine that I hated. And this thought came back into my mind, like I completely forgot about the school. And I was like, no, this is the time where I call and make an appointment to actually enroll. I already graduated from college. This is the time to go and do it. So I called and I was crying, and the lady that answered, she was so sweet, so encouraging. And she said, this is the time, maybe you needed to have this moment to cry so that you can remember what your goals are and what you want in your life. So I made an appointment to enroll, and a few days later I went to enroll. And that was the most nicest day ever. So school started in the ending of 2018, so I probably went in November. And I fell in love with doing skincare. I fell in love with doing facials, and I practiced a lot on the students there, and I became a really good student that my teacher, she kept picking on me to go take care of the clients that were coming in, because when you're in beauty school, people can go and get services done at a very discounted rate because we're students. And I always took a lot of clients, and I realized that I was good because there was this one time this lady came in and she had a horrible day. She was mean, but I kept my composure. I was hospitable. I had good customer service, and she left loving it and gave me a $20 tip. And I was like, I'm a student, got $20. It was an amazing day. But you know, I created my page Skin by Easy. I didn't think it was gonna be anything huge. I was just showing my journey, what I loved, and I started taking like my friends and family on the side, and all of that, and it started to get big. And okay, so I'm kind of getting off track. I still had a job at the dentist job when I graduated from esthetician school. Okay, I had a job, and I was looking for med spas before I quit. Okay, so I kept sending my resume out, and which I learned from my laser hair removal teacher, just to make a resume and send it out. It doesn't matter if they're not hiring, just do it. And I did. I didn't care if they were not hiring. I sent my resume to any local med spas that were around me, and I ended up getting a job 5 minutes from my house, which was very convenient because my car got stolen, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, how am I gonna get to places because my car got stolen? But this is a story for another day. It was crazy couple of years back then. And yeah, I landed a job, and I started to work there. And of course I had my clients on the side. I had a little den in my apartment where I was taking clients and then working at the med spa. And then this was in 2019, so I worked at the med spa for about 8 months, and then 2020 hit. Remember what happened in 2020? COVID hit. Yeah, that happened. And I thought that was going to be the worst thing that happened to my business because we got let go, but I still had my little studio in my apartment, and it was the best thing. COVID was a horrible time, I know, but a lot of businesses kind of blew up, and mine was one of them. And my clientele got so big that I had to get a suite in 2021, and yeah, the rest was history. Now we're gonna get into the good and the bad about being a solo esthetician. And when I say bad, it's only bad if you do if you go by it the wrong way. We'll get into it. So the good, obviously, you are taking care of clients. You're making them feel beautiful. You are making them feel confident because you're bringing their confidence back when you are transforming their skin. You are playing with skincare or makeup if you're going that route, or waxing. You're taking care of yourself because when you're, you know, have skincare in front of you, obviously you want to take care of yourself. And that's the good side. You're being hospital, customer service, all of that. That's the best part. So now we're gonna get to the other side. Okay, so before we get into, I am going to give an advice. If you want to be a solo esthetician or a beauty professional, I highly recommend you have a coach or a mentor that you look up to, that you see yourself wanting to be like. Obviously not wanting to be them, you want to be like them. You see that they have succeeded and they are doing well for themselves, and you want to go the right route. You want to get to your goals and your dreams. So it's good to have a coach or a mentor that has been in your shoes, that has walked the walk, that has made the mistakes, and they are there to help guide you and help you get to where you want to go. Okay. And also, I recommend that you work on your mindset, that you work on your emotions, your hospitality, how you deal with people, because it is so important when you come into this industry that you have all that, especially when you're running a business. You need to know yourself. You need to know your boundaries, your standards, what kind of clients you want to work with, who is allowed to come to your business, what kind of business model you want. Do you want a luxury business? Do you want a you know, a regular suite? Like, what is it that you want, so that you know what path to walk on? You know, so that being said, when you don't have those things and you come in here kind of like figuring it out, and you start seeing other estheticians on what they're doing, then you start trying to do that, and you're not, you know, sticking to what it is that you really want. So this can look like you are trying to make your business look like the other estheticians, and you are discounting, or you are spending money on skincare lines that you really didn't research about, or machines, or all these different things because everyone else is doing it. And that leads to burnout. That leads to being unoriginal. That leads to not really standing out. And also, another thing is that if you don't have boundaries, if you don't have standards, if you don't bring value, if you don't bring in yourself, your personal essence to your business, then you will tend to bring in any type of client, because you don't have boundaries. You're gonna bring clients that, you know, disrespect your policies, that come in late, they show up whenever, they don't want to buy products, they don't want to do the home care, all of that. But when you have the boundaries, you know, clients will come in, and you obviously have the consultation, and you set the standard, you set the boundaries, and no one moves past that stage because you know who you want to bring in. And obviously when you have content out there, when people are looking at your social media, you already set the standard there, and that helps, you know, bring in clients that see you and value you and are like, okay, you're not one to play with, and I'm trying to get to my results. I'm trying to get to my goals, and you're the one for me. And of course, you know, sometimes people don't really see that, and they come to you anyways, and you set the standard there in person. But when you don't have any of that, like I said again, you tend to bring in clients that you have to baby. You have to make sure they're doing their products, their home care, and all of that. And it gets so easy to get burnt out because you're attracting these kind of clients because of the lack of boundaries and value you're bringing. So then also discounting. A lot of people are discounting, and that is something that you want to stay very far away from. Very far, because when you do that, it's so hard. It could be hard to kind of get out of it because people are used to you constantly discounting yourself, and that will lead to burnout, because when you're discounting, yeah, you're gonna be booked and busy because of your discounts. They don't really see they don't really see what kind of service you're doing. They see, oh my god, 50% off, 20% off, $100 off, I'm in. And that is how you bring the clients that are jumping around and all of that. But that's a story for another day. You know, I can get into like why you shouldn't discount, but the point is that you want to make sure that you have boundaries, that you have standards, that you're not discounting, that you bring value, that you know what kind of business you want, what kind of clients you want, and all of that, and that you're not following the crowd. This industry is so easy to get lost in following the crowd, and you don't look original, you know, you look like just anyone else. And that is why a lot of people are getting burnt out, because you are doing you're doing everything that everyone is doing. When you're original, when you bring your own sauce, you stand out, okay? Because people want to see who you are. You don't want to be like the esthetician that's down the street, over there, over that, because you don't stand out. I'm just blabbering right now. But like I said, when you want to come into this industry, know who you are, know what you want to do. So that is my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want me to go into deeper topics, go put in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is so weird to say because it's my first video. Subscribe to my channel, and make sure to comment whatever you want, and also like the video and all of that jazz. Once I start making more videos, I will get good at this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time you are looking at this. So bye bye.